Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video today about Queen Op as well as Jania Meshell, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it, that's a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulder. I done been down.
So if y'all don't know who Queen Op is, I'm gonna need for y'all to catch up. From my understanding on who Queen Op is, she is a social media influencer who got her name by being on apps such as Big O and Myco. She didn't gain huge followings on these apps by herself. She also had alongside her friend named Michelle. Back in July of 2022, when Queen Op's photo had got posted on the billboard in New York City in Times Square, she not only posted the photo on her social media, she also captioned the photo and said this: "Wow, can't believe I'm on a billboard in Times Square, New York City. First female in Philly to be on a billboard. When I first started this 2 years ago, I had a vision, and my best friend of 13 plus years agreed to do this with me, and now look, I'm on a billboard. Type congratulations if you're proud of me." And not that I'm trying to be a hater or anything, but anyone who was really paying attention to how Queen Op came up on social media, y'all probably wouldn't have liked it. I wasn't really able to ever watch her because of the way that she treated her so-called best friend of 13 plus years. For a while, it seemed like things were going good for Shell as well as Queen Op until Queen Op started to mistreat Shell, as well as taking Shell's kindness for weakness, mistreating her and taking advantage of her for social media views. And from the caption that I just read that Queen Op had posted on her Instagram in July of 2022, you can tell by the way that she wrote the caption that she thought that everything that she had gotten, she got on her own, when really she got because of Shell. And it just seemed like over time, she never gave Shell her recognition as well as her props, and always treated Shell as if she was trash and disposable. Well, I know y'all know that karma is real, and one thing she is gonna do is spin the block. Well, later on down the line, Queen Op's karma came disguised as this lady named Danny, who she made her new girlfriend, while allegedly still mistreating Shell for views, and then on top of that, starting allowing her girlfriend Danny to also do the same. And I don't know if it was before, after, or during this time that she met Danny that she also popped up pregnant, and I really don't even know what was going on during this time because I wasn't around, but all I've been asking myself since finding out is who got this girl pregnant. Well, for the ones who have been keeping up with Queen Op as well as Shell and Danny's story unfolding on social media, then y'all know about a month or two ago, things seemed to spiral out of control for Queen Op as she started to allow Danny to mistreat Shell more and more. Shell and Queen Op stopped going live daily, you guys, and started disappearing from live for about 2 weeks at a time, only to return to social media with Shell having black eyes, her hair cut up, bruises on her, and it all seeming as if it was only happening to Shell. Apparently, the fans and the supporters who were subscribed to Queen Op only for Shell seemed to be concerned with Shell's well-being as well as her safety when she got on this one particular live and started speaking in code as if she was trying to call out for help. From what I was able to gain from TikTok, you guys, is fans and supporters of Shell felt as if Danny was over there mistreating her and hitting on her because Shell had went through Danny's phone and seen that Danny was texting other girls and told Queen Op about it, and Queen Op confronted Danny, therefore making Danny square up with Shell and put her hands on her. And ultimately that led Queen Op to allowing Shell to basically get her hit back on Danny for blacking her eye for telling on her. And I guess at that time, fans and supporters had had enough, and so they called law enforcement to Queen Op's apartment, and this is what happened.
Yes.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Hello.
How you doing? What can I help you with?
We need to check on Michelle.
How many times y'all gonna check on her though?
I don't know. One of your viewers called.
The same people that's on here now.
Yeah, probably. So we need to check. Where's Michelle?
She's chained up.
What? Okay. Why?
Because we do like type
I know what we do.
Can we just come ask her if she's doing it consensually?
All right. I gotta come ask her.
Come on, come in.
All right. Where's Michelle? Michelle, what's going on?
Nothing. We're live streaming.
Well, I need to know what's going on here.
We're live streaming. We're working.
Yeah, I understand that, but someone's concerned about the way that you look.
They're not. They're
They
not.
are.
They're not. I was in the car accident. They're not. They're not. Look what y'all. This what y'all want. 4,000 people. Say hi to 4,000 people.
That's why.
Y'all not so. Y'all
That's
not
why we need
tired.
to.
But I told y'all they was gonna keep doing this. Y'all famous on social media. This is what they do.
Well, listen, when someone
It's like
calls,
that.
we gotta come.
Okay, but y'all gonna keep wasting y'all time and money. Like it's like, come
You don't
on.
want to come.
Well,
I'm sure y'all don't.
Well, I kind of need to know what happened to Michelle's face.
I don't know what happened. I can't tell you that, sir.
Michelle, what happened to your face?
Car accident.
So everybody's okay here?
Yep.
All right.
You guys the fuck out.
All right. Have a good one, Queen.
Bye.
And what it was for everybody was when the police had finally arrived to check on Shell, that Queen Op already had an excuse for why her face looked like that. Knowing that Danny had mistreated Shell, she told the police that Shell had gotten into a car wreck when that was not true. And apparently the fans and the supporters were not letting Queen Op and Danny win with this one, because they steady kept calling law enforcement. And not just that, you guys, they were calling from all over the country. So although when Shell said that she got into a car wreck and the police left, they were still receiving calls, and so they came back. And they kicked down Queen Op's door, you guys, and this is what happened. And shout out to Let's Talk Atlanta for catching the footage.
Bro,
Y'all
what?
literally was just here. Like, what's
Bro,
wrong with y'all?
y'all were literally just...
Nobody has to open the door if they don't want to.
And I want somebody to screen record it. Literally, screen record them, kick the door down. Screen record them, kicking my door in. Screen record them, kicking my door in. This is fucking crazy, man. And I'm still sitting here getting my hair done.
What's up, guys? Can you come
What's
on
up?
out here, please?
No.
What?
Come on out here.
For what?
No.
We're gonna talk to you guys. Come here.
What's on here?
No.
Come on out here so we can figure out what's going on. We have an ambulance coming for her.
I don't need no ambulance. Y'all can cancel. I don't need nothing. I don't need no ambulance. I don't need no cops. I don't need nothing. Like, y'all can go ahead.
Come on.
Like, I'm sick and tired of y'all
This here.
motherfuckers.
Because we're getting calls from all over the country. We have to make sure.
All over the country. This is fake. The calls are all
Come on,
fake.
explain to me what's going on.
Who, me? Bro, I don't have to call there and
Nobody's
talk to y'all about
coming
nothing. For
nowhere.
what?
Y'all noticed some social media shit.
So shortly after law enforcement had kicked down Queen Op's door, they apprehended Queen Op as well as Danny and took them off to the Slammer. And that's when Shell got to go home to her family, where she's been ever since then. I also believe that there's some type of order that's keeping Queen Op and Danny away from Shell during this time that they're getting ready to basically go to court over what happened between Danny as well as Shell. And because law enforcement had kicked down Queen Op's door, you guys, everybody was saying that her apartment used that as an excuse to evict her. And allegedly, not only did they get evicted, you guys, however, when the police had took them away, they left her door kicked down. And word in these social media streets was that all of her neighbors, Queen Op's neighbors, had went into her apartment and stole all of her stuff while she was incarcerated. And allegedly since then, Queen Op is now homeless, living in and out of hotel rooms with her snag-a-tooth girlfriend, Danny. And fans and supporters are saying that since Queen Op no longer has access to mistreat Shell, that her and Danny have turned on one another and now are depending fully on one another to make it, because they have nowhere to stay. And they don't have Shell to bring in the views to use and mistreat anymore for money. And how Queen Op has to come up with a whole new dynamic on how she's going to keep her name relevant and stay in the blogs. So I said all of that to say, you guys, that this is where Jania Meshell comes in. Of course, everybody over here on my channel knows how Jania Meshell came up. We already know what she went through with NBA Youngboy and the herpes allegations, etc., etc. We've ran across a lot of girls on social media who seem like they wanted to follow in Jania Meshell's footsteps to try and be at the top like Jania Meshell is. So I wasn't surprised when it was brought to my attention that Queen Op basically stated on social media that she was gonna name her unborn child Icelynn. Well, if you know, you know, but if you don't know, Jania Meshell has already let it be known as of December of last year that her and DeJounte have already had her daughter's name, Icelynn, picked out. And y'all remember earlier this year when Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha Kayor, had basically announced what she was going to name her baby. And it was a whole big thing with Jania Meshell feeling as if Keisha Kayor was copying her baby's name because Keisha named her baby Icelynn. So it was really funny to me when it was brought to my attention that the real Queen Op had posted on her Instagram story that she was naming her daughter Icelynn and that her girlfriend Danny helped her pick out the name, which is so absurd to me, y'all. Like, I knew it was a lie as soon as I read it. I knew that Danny didn't really help Queen Op pick out Icelynn as her daughter's name because it looks, just look at Danny, y'all. She don't even look like she's social media savvy. She looked like Queen Op found her on the street somewhere. But of course, Queen Op would know who Jania Meshell was. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she looked up to the girl. I wouldn't be surprised if she kept up with her and knew all her business just from social media alone. And not to mention, Jania Meshell is already a household name because of who her baby daddy is, NBA Youngboy. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Queen Op knows who NBA Youngboy is. It's just one of them situations where I always tell y'all I'm not gonna let nobody piss in my face and tell me it's rain. Because when I was reading what Queen Op was posting on her story, I was like, oh, she ain't got shell to use to make no money on social media no more, to keep her name in the blogs, to keep her name relevant anymore. So now she is picking with Jania Meshell, just dry picking with Jania, because Queen Op she watches the Shade Room, so I'm pretty sure she's seen when the Shade Room as well as the Shade Room teens have posted all of that commotion that was going on in between Gucci Mane's wife Keisha Kayor as well as Jania Meshell and their baby names. She already knew what she was doing. And when she posted this BS on her Instagram story, she already knew what type of fans Jania Meshell got and how hard NBA Youngboy fans go for him and his baby mamas. Like, why is you picking with Jania, girl? She ain't been bothering nobody. She just been raising her kids and living her best life with her man. Like, why is you picking? Can't nobody piss in my face and tell me it's rain. Like, I am just so convinced that Queen Op did this on purpose. Because if she wasn't doing it for clout, then why would you turn around and post your DMs from Jania Meshell when she came to your Instagram story and viewed your story about you naming your daughter Icelynn, spelling it the same exact way that Jania Meshell spelled her daughter's name? And Jania laughed at your story because she clearly seen what you were trying to do from a mile away. And you knew it too. That's why you asked Jania what was funny, because you wanted to laugh, and then reposted the DM to your Instagram story and captioned it saying, am I missing the joke? ? Our daughters can both have the same name like the rest of America share names. And then she gonna post, y'all really done got Jania in my DM. Y'all so messy. Like, girl, no, you're messy. You knew what you was doing. And then she posted this to her Instagram story and said,
just clarify something, because y'all always like to make something out of nothing. My daughter name is Icelynn. Jania's daughter name is Icelynn. Both of our daughters' name could be Icelynn. It's not that serious. So stop making something out of nothing. Icelynn, coochie coochie coo.
But to be honest, y'all, I'm real proud of Jania, and I'm glad that she's seen what Queen Op was trying to do from a mile away and chose not to entertain that mess, because Queen Op is desperate at this point. I'm convinced Queen Op is using that baby as clout, because I've heard a couple of rumors through the grapevine that she said that she didn't even want the baby and that she was going to give the baby to its daddy, and that the daddy wasn't going to have no problem taking the baby while she got her life together. I mean, to each his own, but one thing I want her to stop doing is playing on Jania Meshell top. Because, girl, go ahead and name that baby viral like you said that you was gonna do.
So Queen Op just posted on her Instagram, and let me read you the caption.
Maternity shoot pics posted on my OnlyFans link in bio, babes. Despite everything that's going on, I still made sure I was able to capture this very special moment to me. My daughter will be born in a few weeks, and I'm looking forward to starting a new life with me and my daughter.
And then she writes Queen Op and the word viral, spelled VYRAL. Now, she did state that she's gonna name her daughter Viral. Do with that what you will.
So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches in some brand new Gucci loafers, Gucci walking. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk out.